What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday. That's right, another week, another team, another battle, and hopefully another win. Now, last week, we featured a Hail team for Meme GC, and that was a lot of fun, bringing Hail and bringing a white Christmas kind of thing into December. And so this week, I wanted to bring green Christmas. Around where I live, it's been getting warmer again, which, you know, I'm not a fan of as far as like for Christmas time, but it's fine. So we're going to be bringing a sun team today for green Christmas. And so the team here today is from an RMT, and the link to that will be down below, and the Pokepaste will be there as well, of course. But so it's focused around Venusaur, obviously being the sun sweeper that it is, and then Choice Specs Heatran. We'll get to that in just a second. So before we do, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We are now on our way to 300 subscribers. We just broke 200, and next week is our week of Wi-Fi. I hope you all are looking forward to that. A new Wi-Fi battle every week, all week against viewers. And so it's going to be a really fun time. Great time to be subscribed, and make sure you hit the bell so that you're notified when everything goes up. Share it with your friends because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like us yet. All that good stuff. Go ahead and help us out. So we start off with a Choice Scarf Lando T. Lando T is a pretty standard boy, being able to spread the Intimidate around. We've got EQ, we've got U-turn to pivot around a lot, we've got Knockoff, and we also have Toxic, so that way we can start wearing down some things that need just a little bit of HP gone in order to pick up some key KOs. Torkoal is here to set up the sun. We're running Heat Rock over heavy duty boots just to make sure that that we can keep that sun up for as long as possible. Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Lava Plume, and Body Press, all pretty standard. And then we've got our Choice Specs Heatran. Now, I had an Eruption Heatran just chilling in Pokemon Home, and I was like, you know what? I need to use this. And so I got it ready, and this thing is ready to go. Modest specs. It's not going to be outspeeding a whole lot of things, and so we may not even get to click Eruption, but against things that are really slow, say things like Melmetal or Glastrier or anything like that, that is rather slow and we're not in Trick Room, then Eruption basically two-hit KOs everything in the game, if not OHKOs it. If you're at full HP, it's insane the amount of damage that this can do, and so I wanted to give it a shot and see how it does. Venusaur, of course, always scary with Growth, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, Weather Ball. No grass type coverage, but I think that that's going to be fine. And then we've also got Clefable, very standard, physically defensive with Calm Mind, all the works, all that good stuff. No Wish on this one. I normally run Wish, but I like this one a little bit better in this case. And then Hydreigon. So we've got actually two forms of removing hazards on this team, which is pretty cool. And so this is a more defensive set. So we've got some special defensive EVs in there with Earth Power, Dark Pulse, and then Roost as well to stay healthy. And so, yeah, that is pretty much the team right there. Let's go ahead and jump into today's battle. Let's see what we've got here, and we've got a lot of scary threats here. So Magnezone, Coco, Electric Seed, Hawlucha with Unburdened, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a huge problem, actually, if we're being honest. And then, of course, we have the Regieleki. So because the Regieleki is there, we have to make sure that Landorus doesn't go down. Yeah, Landorus seems like it's going to be super important in this one. And then we've got to deal with Dragapult somehow. I don't see Heatran doing all that much work, but maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to lead Lando, just because Lando pretty much threatens... It threatens like half his team. So, yeah, half his team really doesn't want to take an EQ. So we will go ahead and start off with that. And I think that this should be just fine. I think this should be a just fine lead. So let's see what my opponent wants to lead with. This is a pretty no prediction lead, and actually leads Magnezone. Alright, so do we see... We do see Balloon. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. That was what I was afraid of. So we're gonna click U-turn. We're gonna pop the balloon. I'm always the one that misses the fact that there's a balloon. And so I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss it this time and then misplay that. So I believe now we go Torkoal, and this should be fine. May click Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, that's fine. It does a decent amount of damage for sure. A lot more than what I would like. We do need to keep this thing healthy though. Not necessarily healthy, but just alive. I don't see rocks, but possible Rapid Spin on Regieleki. Very possible. Lava Plume could pretty much just KO this thing right now. Or we could switch. Yeah, this is going to be crucial in the end game, but so are rocks, I feel like. We can deal with this by other means. I don't need to worry about knocking it out necessarily this second, and it does switch. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get the rocks up. And goes into Coco. Okay. So then rocks were the right play here. But that electric terrain is definitely very scary. It's definitely very scary. So this should help a little bit with all the switching. It should help a little bit, anyway. As far as what to switch in, I think Venusaur is our most neutral switch, unless this thing is physical for some reason and carries like Brave Bird, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Just because it also could click a non-electric move. Okay, it does just click T-Bolt. We do resist that. So we're gonna take that, you know, somewhat well. And I don't believe this thing has any way to KO us here. And the only thing off the ground is Hawlucha. I don't want to go for growth, like the game with growth just yet, just because Hawlucha is a thing. So I'm just going to click Sludge Bomb. And gives me Coco. Okay. I'll take it. I will definitely take that. I did not expect to take Coco that early. But, I mean, you could have gone Dragapult there. Dragapult would have eaten that up. But then again, I could have also clicked Earth Power and it wouldn't have eaten that up as well. So, makes sense. And there's Dragapult. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, Earth Power's not doing anywhere near enough, and it can KO us with pretty much anything. I'm going to swap into Clefable here. I don't want to stay in on this. This thing is very threatening. And I need some chip. I need some prior damage on it before I can do anything with Venusaur. And it does carry the Fire Blast. That's going to hurt a lot since it's in the sun. And we're not lefties, so that's not the best. I'm just going to click Soft Bullet here on the off chance that... Oh, okay, does switch out. Okay. And goes Magnezone. So I want to be back to better HP now. Thank you. Yeah, and my opponent not wanting to risk the miss there makes sense, just because very well could have just missed that and been in a really bad position. What do we want to do here? We could go Hydreigon here pretty easily. I mean, you could click Volt Switch predicting my switch, which would be, you know, a great play. But, I mean, you probably click Flash Cannon here, right? Yeah, you do. So we should be able to take this decently well. Okay, or not. But it's just outside of a 2-shot. And so I'm gonna click Roost. And I mean, right now we're just stalling out the terrain. And my opponent doesn't have a way to set it back up. We have a way to set back up rocks if it gets rid of it. We have a way to set back up the sun. So like we're still fine here. And so we're gonna get back up to full here. My opponent then now going for the Volt Switch. That should do less. That does less. Perfect. Although my opponent was risking just taking a Earth Power right there. So I mean, that could have been really bad. And goes into Clefable. Alright. I definitely need to not be in with this right now. Because I do not want to take a Moonblast to the face. How are my chances of clicking Eruption looking? Not great. So I believe now is the time to get Heatran in. We don't have the sun up, so I mean the power's a little bit weakened. But that's okay. And it actually sets rocks, so we're still at full HP. Alright, I'm gonna actually click... I'm clicking Eruption then. I mean, if you're gonna allow me to. I know Flash Cannon is super effective, but like... This covers a switch. And I'm assuming you don't stay in expecting the Flash Cannon. But we're modest specs, max special attack on this thing. Does stay in. Alright. And it... Gosh. Yeah, it didn't make a difference. Oh, man. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, Heatran is ridiculous. But it has to be faster than things, and its speed is just a little bit lackluster. So, it's all good. It's all good. Heatran just going and OHKOing that Clefable. That was great. Alright, Magnezone comes in. So... Magnezone is not faster than me. I'm clicking it again. Because you were Balloon, you're not Scarfed. Yeah, this is going down too. Okay, bye. Yeah, no, Magnezone is slower than me. Those were like the two things on the team that I could actually click Eruption against, and there you go. That worked out. So there we go. We got to click Eruption. It worked out. We're doing things. And now you go into Hawlucha, but you don't have your Electric Seed, so no Unburden, which is fantastic. I'm gonna go Clefable here. We have Rocky Helmet, and it was canceled. Oof. Yeah, that was just the Heatran was just a little too strong. The Heatran was a little too strong on that one. So I guess since we only got half a battle, we'll get another one. So I'll see you in just a second for a bonus battle. All right, our bonus battle for the day, and we've got an interesting opponent team here. The Surf-Edged Kingler, you don't really see very much, but opposing Venusaur definitely could be a problem. So we've got to be careful about setting up the sun. Yeah, that could end up being a huge issue, but I think we lead Landorus here. Yeah, I've just got to be really careful about getting reverse swept by my opponent's Venusaur. Because opposing Venusaur absolutely runs through this team. So, yeah, that's actually really bad. So, yeah, we gotta be careful for that. Surf-Edged isn't too big of a deal just because we have Clefable for that. Melmetal could be a problem. Melmetal could be a huge problem because, you know, Melmetal... Pretty much like every time that thing comes in, it probably is going to take a KO. Which is unfortunate. So we're going to have to be really careful about that. But yeah, definitely a tough looking team. I like it though. We'll have to see what ability the Wheezing is. It's most likely Levitate, I would assume. That's probably your most useful ability. And we see Cookie. Aha, I see, I see. I see. Alright, we're just gonna U-turn out on this. Hypercutter, nice. Hypercutter coming through, not allowing me to lower that attack stat. I don't want to stay in and take whatever this thing wants to go for. So we're just going to do some good chip and get on out of here. I guess we can go Clefable here pretty safely, I would think. As it does carry Razor Shell, okay. Does a decent chunk, but you are going to take Rocky Helmet damage. So, click Soft Boiled here. I have to keep this thing healthy. Like, I absolutely have to. Otherwise, we could be in some big trouble. But I think we're fine against this. Okay, goes for it again. That's fine. That's why we click Soft Boil. So I just want to keep this thing as healthy as possible, because it really will make a difference. There's no reason to set up Calm Minds here or anything like that. I'm going to click Knock Off here. Boop. There's the defense drop, which is not great. And it doesn't quite take it out. It is AV though. Okay. But we're gonna click Soft Boiled here. And we get a second defense drop. So it's gonna knock itself out here, which is fine. And we're gonna get Soft Boiled up here. So I don't want this thing getting too awfully low if I can help it, just because Surfetched is a thing. But the thing is, Melmetal comes in here and just takes a KO. And that's the problem. Is that it's just going to be an endless cycle of Melmetal coming in, taking a KO, switches back out. So, yeah, it just comes in and clicks Double Iron Bash. I guess we can go Lando. Lower its attack by a little bit. But we're not physically defensive on this. The Intimidate's pretty much the only thing helping us here. Yep. There's the Bash. Solid 2-hit KO. Ouch. I'm clicking EQ here. I just need to do big damage. I don't think it'll OHKO, but I still need to get some damage off. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts a lot. That thing does so much damage. So it is slow, so like you can't just bring it in on anything, but it forces switches. If I'm in with Clefable or any, like there are a lot of things that you can just bring this in on and just take a KO, and it's tough. It's tough. And plus, I'm pretty positive that even with an offensive set, EQ doesn't KO. Or you can Dynamax. That's fine too. Actually, that's even better, to be honest with you. I think. It is G-Max, not that that really matters. Alright, so we're gonna do quite a bit of damage here. And we're gonna lose our Landorus, but it's okay. It's totally fine. Because now we just go Heatran. And we can click Eruption for free. We don't need the sun up. We don't need any of that. Eruption is absolutely free. Bop, and it's gone. Perfect. So, yeah, it maxing there was really its worst thing. The way that you should have played Melmetal there was bring it in, take the KO, switch out. Bring it in, take a KO, switch out. And that's just... There wasn't much that my team could have done about that. You know, I don't have very many switch-ins to this thing. And so, yeah, I think that that's wasting a win condition right there. And so Surf Edge comes in, that does make sense. But we also have a Clefable that we are going to go straight into. And this should just be a CC, I would think. Oh, we're going for the big boy attack. And it does nothing. And so doesn't it have to rest next turn? So that's just a free soft-boiled? Yeah, it does. Alright, so we're just gonna get all our health back. That's easy HP. I'm gonna click it again in case he wants to do that again for some reason. In case you want to click something else. Nope, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, this thing completely counters it. Alright, so it goes into Hulk. Threatening the good old Sludge Bomb. Again, another reason why I'm a little scared to set up the Sun. Let's go Hydreigon here, actually. I could go Heatran, but I mean, it probably also has Earth Power. Because if it's not on a Sun team, it's probably Grass, Poison. Okay, Sleep Powder. That's fine. It being on this is fine. Because it's probably Sleep Powder, then Grass, Poison, Ground, I would assume. I'll go ahead and burn our first turn of sleep. And goes in, clicks Sludge Bomb, makes sense. Does an okay amount, but nothing Hydreigon can't handle, being the bulky set that we are. I'm just gonna click Roost. I'm expecting to not wake up here because I never get the first turn wake. But who knows? Maybe. Maybe we can. I would definitely take it if we did. So, stays in again. We do not get the first turn wake. Leech Seed, but it missed. Okay, so Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Sludge Bomb. So it may not actually have Earth Power. Yeah, it may not carry it. And of course we get the full sleep. See, my opponent didn't think I would get the full sleep either. My opponent underestimated my bad luck. That's what it was. My opponent underestimated my bad luck. So we wake up, click Dark Pulse, do not get the flinch, and go right back to sleep. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Alright, it's fine. I just want to make sure that my opponent doesn't have an opportunity to try to put my entire team to sleep. Obviously that's not allowed, but I can't count on my opponent playing by rules, especially since there was already a G-Max. So I'm just going to let this be the only thing that gets put to sleep and let it just 1v1. There's the Leech Seed, which is very bad. It's very, very bad. Because now is the time that I would normally switch. Because I need to be doing damage to this thing. Oh, that heals so much. Please wake up. No, we get the... Okay. Hydreigon, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. I'm just afraid my opponent's going to click Sleep Powder on more than one thing. That's my concern. There's nothing I can really do about it, is there? Cool. Stay asleep again. Why not? Why not? So much for 1v1ing this thing. This is why I'm looking forward to next week's week of Wi-Fi, because I know everyone's going to play by the rules. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We'll get the roost off here and go right back to sleep. Oh, no, didn't put me to sleep. Thank you. Appreciate you. But it's not like I can do any damage. Just because I know I'm going to get put back to sleep. Yeah, I've got to stop giving this thing Leech Seed. Like, it's just ridiculous. So, I'm going to roost, take the sleep powder, switch out, hope my opponent doesn't play that way. That's all I can do. Yeah. And of course my opponent doesn't miss any of them either. I would have missed all of them. Okay. I've got to get out of here and just hope that my opponent plays correctly. Because if not, I'm going to have my whole team asleep and nothing I can do about it. Okay. Best way to do this is to go Torkoal. Okay, no double sleep powder. Ow. Rocks really aren't that important here. Does he double sleep powder here? That is the question. Withdraws. Okay, my opponent is indeed a good player, so I'm good with my opponent switching out instead of double putting me to sleep. As we do half to Wheezing. Shoo, that is good damage. Wow, did not expect that damage. What do we want to do though about this? I obviously want to get Venusaur in, but this thing could carry some fire type coverage if it wanted to. Yeah, Sludge Wave is a thing. But we're gonna live that, right? Yeah, we live. No poison, nice. Get another Lava Plume off here. And it takes it out. All right, Wheezing gone, nice. We take those, we absolutely take those. So Wheezing being an absolute non-factor in this game. And we still have Dynamax on deck if we need it. Just because my opponent decided to. So Surf Edge comes in. I can save this for later, for getting Sun back up if I need it. But Surf Edge should be slower than Heatran, right? Pretty sure it is. It is. Predicts me, goes for Poison Jab. Alright, I see you. And there's the Rocky Helmet damage. This is all this is here for. Well, it's good for the dragon too. Let's make the hard read here. If this thing goes for a fighting move here, he's a legend. He or she is a legend. No, okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Eruption time. Eruption time. Oh no, how is he faster? Oh, he's probably Jolly. Jolly. Why would you run Jolly? You never run Jolly on these things. No, even Jolly shouldn't have outsped me. What? Wait. I'm confused. Yeah, max speed, Jolly should not have outsped me there. Even though I'm modest. I don't understand. I don't understand. What do we... I guess we go Venusaur now. Huh. Yeah, that should not have outsped me. But so now I'm threatening knocking this out. Click Sludge Bomb here. Although I could have growthed right there, couldn't I? We didn't KO. I should have growthed. That's fine. Let's take the KO. May go Dragapult here. That would make sense. Yeah, it does switch out. Alright, Dragapult comes in. Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, you're still gonna take a Life Orb Sludge Bomb, which is still gonna do an okay amount. Okay, we take that. And my sun runs out. That's an unfortunate time to run out of sand. Or out of sun, rather. But, that's why we kept Torkoal around. I'm gonna go Clefable here. And then I believe Venusaur should be able to clean it up for us at the end. Alright, alright. Flamethrower. That's fine. We click Soft Blow in case we survive the turn, but I don't think we do. Yep, Shadow Ball. That's fine. Takes KO. So we sack that. We're going to sack Torkoal. So get the sun back up here. Let this KO this. Yep. Nice. Bop. And then Venusaur again. We could also... No, Hydreigon's not... That just wastes our own sun turns. Thing is, this may not KO. I mean, Earth Power is going to do more, right? Just where it's not resisted. It should be enough, right? Yeah, it's enough. Okay, cool. I think we just... Well, actually... First impression on Surfetched. First impression on Surfetched may actually be what makes a difference here. So my opponent coming in with this here. I click Weather Ball. We win a speed tie if it was a speed tie. That should roast this. Okay. Okay, and so now Surfetched comes back in. I have to sack. I have to actually sack Hydreigon here, just in case it has first impression. Because if it has first impression and hits us with that, we lose. So I have to sack Hydreigon first. It didn't carry it. Okay. So, but I was not going to lose the game based on that. I was not going to let that be what loses me the game. So, yeah, we're just going to click Earth Power here. Not that it really matters. My opponent can just knock this out. Yeah, Meteor Salt. Okay, so it's going to be a very narrow 1-0 victory in our favor. But we're going to take it. We had to sack a lot of things there at the end, but it's all good. It's all good. We're going to take the victory there. Yeah, if that thing had first impression and I stayed in with Venusaur, that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. But yeah, now it has to rest. And so we'll just click Weather Ball to seal her up. And that's going to be our game. So there you go. There is our bonus battle of the day. Almost going to timer, but not quite. So it's all good. It's all good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Wi-Fi Wednesday. And Friday, we've got a cool video coming for you. And all next week is our week of Wi-Fi. So stuff like this all week, next week, every day. It's going to be an amazing time. I hope you subscribe so that you don't miss any of that. And I hope that you like this video, share with your friends, all that good stuff so that they are also ready for the week of Christmas, for week of Wi-Fi, all that good stuff. So anyway, guys, until Friday, hope you stay safe out there. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.